Welcome back to Watershed Wonder Wednesday. Today we're going to look at the water cycle. Often the water cycle is portrayed as a fairly straightforward process where water evaporates up into the sky, condenses as clouds, falls as precipitation, and moves along through the ground until it begins the process over again. In reality, there is a lot going on, and we're going to talk about the various steps involved as we review the water cycle in this video. First, let's review a few things that we know about water. First of all, Earth recycles its water. The water we have on Earth today is the same water that was around when the dinosaurs were roaming the Earth. We haven't increased the amount, we haven't decreased the amount, which is one reason we have to take care of the water we have. Water can be found as a liquid, a gas, or a solid, and it covers almost 3/4 of the Earth. Now, of the water on Earth, about 97% is salt water found in oceans and seas that are salty. Only 3% is fresh water, but of that, we're only able to use about 0.5% because the rest is locked away in glaciers or deep in aquifers we can't reach. So we actually, out of all the water we have available, have very little drinking water. Let's take a look at the processes involved in the water cycle. We'll start with evaporation, where energy from the sun heats up the surface of the earth and the water on it and causes water to evaporate from puddles, from lakes, from streams, and even from the ocean. Anywhere there is water and it warms, it can turn into water vapor or steam and evaporate. This water vapor then rises into the upper atmosphere, and as it rises, it begins to cool, and as it cools into a liquid, the tiny droplets will combine with dust particles to form the clouds, and air currents move these clouds around the Earth. Condensation can happen here at ground level on things like blades of grass or other surfaces. We see it a lot on window panes. When the water droplets get too big and heavy for the clouds to hold them, they fall back down to Earth through precipitation such as rain, snow, sleet, hail, even fog and mist. When that precipitation falls, some of it will seep into the ground to become groundwater. We call that infiltration. Some of it will run off the surface of the land, and we call that runoff. It eventually finds its way to our waterways and is the very basis of watersheds. This accumulated water forms our creeks, our streams, our rivers, and we use the water for drinking, for recreation, and for many other purposes. But wait, there's just a little bit more to the water cycle. When people and animals breathe, water vapor from our lungs is expelled into the atmosphere. So we drink water and it comes out one of two ways. We breathe it out or we pee it out through urination. Plants also get rid of excess water through a process called transpiration. These are important parts of the water cycle too. The water cycle is a complex process, and we didn't even cover it all.